before we get out of here this week, it's time to review some albums. I'm excited. We got some interesting ones, some good ones to talk about this week. We have James Blake and Lil Yachty, Bad Cameo, highly anticipated collab album between two really different style-wise musicians, so kind of didn't really know what to expect. Listen to that. We have Boldy James and Conductor Williams across the tracks,
Their
and we
second.
have Lupe Fiasco, Samurai, a concept album, he claims, in the eyes of Amy Winehouse. If she was a rapper, I guess is how we
Yeah,
would
man.
describe it. He wrote a concept rap album in the perspective of Amy
Yeah, we'll
Winehouse,
get there.
right? Like, that's kind of how you would describe it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let's start with James Blake and Lil Yachty, Bad Cameo. They kind of had some hype on the internet. They've been James Blake kind of went viral recently for like the whole pay artists more for streaming. Kanye was like talking about him when they were doing all the pay streamers more stuff like that. And then he ended up getting with Lil Yachty. They made a whole album together. I think it's 8 songs, might be 10,
I think
something
it's
like that.
10, yeah.
But yeah, what'd you think of this? I had kind of mixed feelings about Bad Cameo personally, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, coming into this because I'm not really familiar with James Blake and I'm not
me
really
neither.
a huge Yachty fan, so I don't really tap into his bag that often. But
I like Yachty as a person more than his music.
I enjoyed it, to be honest. I thought it was good for, like, it served its purpose, I felt like. You know what I'm saying? While it might not be, like, super grimy rap or really any really rap at all, um, I thought it served its purpose for an album. What do you want to call it? Alternative, maybe? I don't really know what.
I literally have a note here. I guess I would describe it as psychedelic alt pop or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Because it's hard to pin down.
Yeah, it's a unique vibe. You got Lil Yachty really showcasing his vocal
Yeah, a
skills.
lot of singing from Yachty.
Yeah, and James Blake also doing the same, really showcasing their vocal skills and
They're
letting their
harmonizing and
yeah,
shit.
letting their vocals really carry the whole album. And I thought it was good. Like I said, it served its purpose. Obviously, not meant to be like hardcore rap or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Good
Okay.
production throughout.
The
Missing Man,
production is good quality. Like, you can't
yeah,
deny that.
no, it was great quality. Missing Man, I thought was a great song. Transport Me felt the most like a rap song, so that's one that I really gravitated towards.
So good.
Overall, though, I mean, like a personal rating, probably like a 6, but like an objective rating, probably like a 7.5, 7, 8.
Yeah, like my thoughts are pretty similar. Like the first song I was like, damn, this is like a different vibe. They're doing like harmonies with each other, like harmonizing their voices, really crazy experimental production, but like sonically to the ears, it
Yeah.
sounds good. Like even though it's not like something I would generally go to, it's not like it sounds bad and I don't want to listen to it. I like that they like tried something new and like experimented and put out like a genre bending album and a rapper and some singer collab. Like I think it's cool. I just wish there was like you mentioned it, but like on the song Transport Me and I think on the song Twice, you get like a little bit of rapping performance from Yachty. And like I thought those were the highlights of the album because
Yeah.
like with that weird, crazy
It makes a
psychedelic
good mix. Yeah.
production, like those like Yachty, when you listen to his music, he's like more out there musically. So like with this production, when he's rapping on it, like it just kind of works. I thought so. Like I wish there was more of that. I would have liked it even more than I did. The rapping performances were good. Uh, Overall, I was like it was kind of like slow and experimental for my personal taste, but like I really did think it was like as good as it could have been. Like I didn't not like it. But yeah, like Twice, Transport Me, Woo. Like I liked some songs on there. I added a couple to my playlist. Like I didn't not like it. I'm probably right kind of where you're at. I gave the score a 6.5.
Yeah. Fair enough. Like I said, I thought it served its purpose. It sounded good. Good production. It was interesting, unique like concept of the album. I mean, if you want to take this into consideration, I thought the album art was fucking sweet.
I agree. The album art is dope. I like it.
But I mean, not necessarily my cup of tea. That's all.
Well, on this yearly tier list, the 2024 album tier list,
Damn, bro, look at this
where
shit,
does
dude.
this
This
go?
shit is
Had to make
stacked.
some space. So, where does it go on the tier list? Let me know. James Blake, Lil Yachty, Bad
Definitely good,
Cameo.
not great vibe, right?
Yep, exactly. But where?
Is it better than Something Ether? No, I don't think it is. I don't
No.
think it's better than Something Ether. I don't think it's better than that Mexican OT's album.
Maybe like right there.
Yeah, probably.
I could even go above Melly if you wanted.
It's tough because I did like a few songs on the Melly project.
I'm just saying, I'm not opposed. I think it belongs right around the Mexican OT spot. So
I feel
I
like
don't
that
know.
Mexican OT might be able to even go up a little bit, but
Yeah, I agree.
maybe there. Yeah, maybe that.
Good, not great. I mean, like we mentioned, like
Put it
when I heard
slightly
it,
over Melly just because unique production, unique sound. It's something I haven't really heard before. I thought it served its purpose.
like we mentioned, like I really didn't know what to expect when I like went into this. Like I knew it would be kind of left field and experimental, but then after I listened to it, I was like, yeah, that made perfect sense actually.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, but then when I heard it, it is what I
It
expected.
sonically
That
does
doesn't make
make
sense, but
sense. Yeah.
yeah, like if you're just an average person who like doesn't know who Lil Yachty or James Blake is, and you just your kid handed you an album, hey dad, listen to this, and you put this on, you'd be like, oh, this is kind of like it sounds really good.
I don't know.
Like
It
just to the
depends.
ears, it's like
It just
soothing.
depends. I guess the mood you're in, the vibe you're in. I don't
Like
know.
some songs you might not like, but they sound good. I
Yeah,
guess that's
I
how I
think
would
they're
describe
objectively
this
good.
album.
Yeah, I think the production is objectively good.
Yeah. So there you go. 6.5 and a 6. So yeah, we're right around the same spot, 6.5, 7 ish. All right. Well, Boldy James, Conductor Williams, album number 2, Across the Tracks. I guess I can go first on this one.
Go
So,
for it.
Conductor Williams, obviously, great producer. I thought the production on this was pretty solid. It's like the old school hip hop beats, of course. And there's actually like me personally, I like really love a good soul sample on a rap song. Like that's why I love Kanye production so much. He's like the goat at that. But there's like a few good soul samples on this project that I really liked. I didn't actually write down the songs now that I'm looking at this, but I do know there were some good soul flips on there. Boldy James has like a real chill, laid back kind of flow and delivery on the whole project, but he is really spitting like he's rapping. So like I feel like that's kind of a cool combination because there's a couple albums we listened to this year where they're really laid back and slow and chill, but they're not rapping like Boldy is on this. Like he's still really spitting bars even though it's slow and laid back. I wish there was a little more energy like on some of the songs just to kind of counter that. Like it is kind of slow and chill for my personal liking, but overall I thought it was pretty good. I just wish there was a little more energy on a couple songs. I like Terms and Conditions, Flying Trapeze Act, Off White Lumberjack would probably be my top 3, those 3 songs, but I did like it. Like the production's great. I just wish there was like a couple songs with like some more upbeat energy, but that's really my only complaint. Like I didn't really think there was like a skip or like a bad song,
Yeah.
personally.
No, I think that's a good point. I feel like maybe it being solely produced by Conductor Williams made it feel a bit meshed in sound, you know what I'm saying? It kind of didn't have that crazy
Yeah.
variation in sound like, sometimes we like to have in albums, but like
That's
you
just
said,
preference too, you know.
yeah, of course. But like you said, grimy rapping all the way through, Boldy James really matches well with the Conductor Williams style
Yeah.
production. I fuck with it heavy. But yeah, you basically hit on a lot of the good points. I like Undisputed. And yeah, as Boldy James' second release this year, because he
Mhm.
has Penalty of Leadership too that we actually haven't listened to yet because that dropped early in the year. Well, I'm not sure what happened, but we are gonna listen to that one soon. So I'm not sure which one is better yet, but he's making a run for 2024 MVP Underground. So we're gonna have to
Underground
tap
MVP.
in.
I'm okay with that
Yeah,
argument. As
a
long as
hundred
you make
percent,
that
bro.
caveat.
100%, dude. 100%. But yeah, like I said, grimy bars all across the project is good. Is his slower flow I enjoyed on the conductor beats. What more can you say, man? It's good rapping.
I'm probably like out of 10. I'm at like a 7.75. Could even argue like an 8. Like I did think it was pretty good. I just would have liked a little more energy on a couple tracks, and it would have maybe even been higher. But I'm still at like 7.5, 8, right around there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's probably where I would put it. Yeah, I have probably like the same like take as you. Like I just the only real downfall I had is it didn't feel like there was enough energy, right?
Yeah,
Like
that was like my only complaint. The bars are good, production's good. It's the old school beats that we like. It's just like I need a little more juice sometimes.
a little something,
Like
a
you're
little like
underground, you're supposed to be hungry. Give me the hunger.
yeah. And I
I want the
enjoy like
hunger.
the slower flow and shit, but I don't know. Yeah,
On
I
a
felt
song
like
or two, I don't want the whole album to be slow though. But I still gave it a 7.75. By
yeah,
like
but
that
that's
says a lot.
yeah, yeah, sure. It's in a
So
few misses somewhere for me. I'll say that.
I agree. I would probably put it like above a decent amount of these. I'd probably put it like above Benny, right below Joyner, if I was picking.
Um, fuck.
So let me know where you think based on that.
I think it's probably better than Joyner. See,
Yeah,
wow, we really have. It's really a stacked year because wow,
yeah, because I was gonna say that Joyner's so good though.
it's
Like we
really
really enjoyed that.
because then it goes from Joyner to the Little Sims, which is great, to the
Yeah,
Ski Mask, which is great, to Vultures, which is all right, but you know, um, yeah, it's definitely somewhere around there. I would
okay.
say.
I mean, yeah, in within the tier, it doesn't really matter as long as we get them in the right tier. It's just like for reference, we can
This
throw
has
it around
been
there.
pretty easy, surprisingly. Like I thought we would have some differing views on a lot of these, but we've been pretty
Oh,
locked
like
in.
today or this year.
Just the year in general, like it hasn't really.
There's been a couple though.
Yeah, there
There's
has.
dark times basically.
Well, Dark
That's like the only
Times,
one.
Blue Lips. There's definitely here. Pull it back up. There's definitely a few that are contentious on here.
Because I think the three albums we have in perfect are the ones that should be there. Personally, almost perfect. I would just
Yeah, me
put
too.
dark times down one spot. That's like really the only thing.
I
But
feel like the Tierra Whack one is too high.
nah.
I feel like maybe Don Tolliver might be able to go down a little, but all right. No,
I
we're
mean,
good.
we're pretty close on a lot
Yeah,
of the
we
projects
look
though. But
pretty alright. Rap
we
City
also
could probably
grew
go
up
up a
on
little.
we also grew up and listened to all the same shit, so we have similar rap tastes at least. Like
Yeah,
it's not like you're an A and I'm an S, or I mean S and F, and we have to like
right.
average in the middle. We're usually like right around the same spot.
I feel you.
But all right, our last album to talk about this week: Lupe Fiasco, Samurai, the concept album in the perspective of Amy Winehouse. You go first. Let me know what you think.
Wow,
Let
that's
me know.
basically all I can say. All right, so
That's it. Wow.
that's
Or
all I
what
can
did you even
say.
say?
Next review. All right, Lupe Fiasco, Samurai. I'll just start by saying this. Man, I'm not ready to say that though. All right, Lupe Fiasco, Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
I think might be the best album of the year. Not even lying.
At eight
We
tracks.
8 tracks. We've been begging artists to give us shorter albums all year. We
True.
finally got it from Lupe Fiasco, one of the best spitters in the game. And if you didn't know, this entire album was a concept album based on the perception or perspective of Amy Winehouse as a battle rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He referenced a video of a phone call she had with her producer or manager, Salam Remy, where she
Mm-hmm.
sent him a voicemail about writing, quote, really neat, very beautifully alliterated battle raps for you. So he kind of used that one little clip where she said to her manager or whoever, Salam Remy, that she's been writing beautifully alliterated battle raps for him. So I guess that made him want to write an entire album on the perspective of Amy Winehouse as a rapper. And in terms of concept album, it's got to be the most interesting concept album we got this year, and maybe of the
This year,
decade.
yeah.
Maybe of the decade. I mean, I haven't really, maybe
I mean,
ever. When have you
Kendrick
ever?
dropped two concept albums that are pretty iconic this decade.
I'm
Not since
talking. I'm not
2020, but in the
talking
last 10
best.
years.
I'm not even talking best concept album, right? I'm talking interesting concept album, right? Like I've never heard the concept of an album be. It's just such an interesting concept to me. You know what I'm saying? The fucking to be in the perspective of Amy Winehouse battle rapping. It's just
But
so
I also
interesting.
feel if you
And
listen to it, you wouldn't guess that unless you were told, though.
sure, no, you might not. Well, unless you like know, because the quote that I said about writing the beautifully alliterated battle raps, he actually sings that in the chorus of the opening song.
Yeah.
What is it called?
But it's not like when you
Samurai.
listen to it, it's like obvious that that's what this is.
No, unless you know the references.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which is interesting to me because he mixes that concept with his own personal taste and flavor and like lyrical content, um, while taking some inspiration from the jazz sound of Amy Winehouse. You know what I'm saying? In songs like Till Eternity, you got the the jazz sounding hooks, or you kind of got the good vibe and jazz sound all the way around, like from the front to the back of the album. And not only that, like the rapping performance is some of the best of the year. If we want to talk about best songs of the year, he's got maybe the best song of the year with Cake. You know what I'm saying? Like just
I
the
wouldn't go that far.
I would, to be
With
honest,
Like That
because
and Not Like Us and Family, it's just too strong of a year for me
yeah,
to say
but
it's the best
I'm
song.
not talking. I'm talking about technical ability type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not be the most impactful song of the year, but I'm talking about best rap song of the year, like just in a rapping point of view, it's definitely up there for me. I mean
I
the
would say
flow,
it's up there. I just wouldn't put it at one, personally.
and
It's
that's
up
the
there.
thing, and he does it throughout the whole project. So I thought it was great. He says, What would it be like if she was a battle rapper?" Referring to Amy Winehouse, of course. He says, "I admire her songwriting ability, her tone, her manipulation of different genres," which I thought Lupe did really well, mixing like the jazz with hip hop. Obviously, you got crazy just rap skill, and then you got the deep, thoughtful bars on like something like a palaces, saying we're all palaces made of flesh and bone. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, then you got like the storytelling side too on a mumble rap where he talks about a girl walking past a man in the park that basically rubs off on the girl his rapping skill, and now this girl can't just stop rapping. And this girl happens to be, Amy Winehouse, and now her whole life is just spitting raps the entire time because she came in contact with this guy at the park and caught something. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I don't know. It's the most interesting concept album I've seen in a long time, and on top of the lyrical, technical rapping ability, it's just like the cherry on top of the cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I first started the first song, which is the title track, Samurai, I was like, damn, that's like a really strong first song. And then I clicked on the next song, Mumble Rap.
Yeah.
Completely different flow and vibe and energy. And I was like, damn, that's really fucking good. And then the next one, Cake, it's another whole different flow and vibe. And it was like a really strong start. And like all three of the first songs were completely different styles and vibes. And like, I was like really impressed through the first three. But like, as you keep going, like you mentioned, there's a like good lyrical content and storytelling on Palaces, on Outside. Overall, like throughout this, I was like, this is probably the album this year that I was like the most surprised by, pleasantly. I don't know if I've said that before about another album, but listening to this, I was like really pleasantly surprised. And you mentioned it at the beginning. We were like, we keep telling all these artists, okay, we don't need 20 song albums if 10 of them are trash. Cut some of the fat out. Give us 10, 12 songs and make them the good songs. This had 8 songs. All 8 were good. This is one of the rare times I'm like, damn, I wish there was like 4 more songs.
Right.
Like, it has to be a pretty good album for me to want more songs by the end. And this is one where I wouldn't have minded another 8. Like, they could have doubled it. Like, I really thought this was really good. And, like, I think actually my favorite 3 songs are the first 3, personally. Samurai, Mumble Rap, and Cake. But, like,
Yeah.
it was so good. I thought this album was great. Lupe Fiasco with one of the best albums of the year, in my opinion. And I'm not opposed to putting this in perfect, if that's where you want to
Nah,
go.
it's definitely perfect. Just in the terms of versatility, even while the sound might have not have been that differentiation or that different from song to song, you know what I'm saying? Because it was heavily inspired by one specific sound, being Amy Winehouse and jazz. Um,
But on
but
those first 3 tracks, like, they're not the same style.
no, but that's the thing. You have different styles. You have the storytelling in a mumble rap with the story about the girl meeting the guy in the park. You have the just straight up rap technical skill ability with a cake. And then you have the tying it all together with the title track Samurai and telling the story of the album and shit. So it's great. It's great. Like the concept is just insane to me. I don't know. I can't really get over it.
Well, there you go. We officially have a 4th album in the perfect album tier. We have We Don't Trust You, of course, by Future and Metro Boomin. We have Rich Ass Haitian by Mac Hami. We have Might Delete Later by J. Cole. And we have Samurai by Lupe Fiasco, our 4 perfect albums this year. And maybe we'll have a new one next week when Eminem drops The Death of Slim Shady on July 12th, which we'll be talking about next week. So maybe we'll get 2 weeks in a row with a perfect album. You never know.
Hopefully. But the question is this better than Might Delete Later or Rich Ass Haitian? Or We Don't Trust You?
I would say it's better than Might Delete Later. Like, personally, I would put it below Rich Ass Haitian and We Don't Trust You. I'd go We Don't Trust You, Rich Ass Haitian, Samurai.
What do we have it? Yeah, probably. I don't know, man. We Don't Trust You is hanging in tight just because the impact is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like it's a perfect album. It truly is, but I don't think like technically it's better than Rich Ass Haitian or Samurai.
I don't think technically it is, but yeah, when you take into consideration impact and cultural relevance and just everything that happened where we are now, it's all because of that. Like, that's the album of the year so far. It just is.
Yeah.
It just is. We don't trust you. If Metro don't trust you, we gonna shoot you. Well, that's it for this week. We have, next week, the highly anticipated Eminem album. We've been talking about it for weeks. We'll finally have it next week. I'm really excited to listen to that and talk about it. But besides that, like, subscribe, comment, show love on the socials. We'll be back next week with more music to talk about, more news to cover. We love you. We appreciate you. You're sexy as hell. Press subscribe. Peace out.
It's Off the Top podcast, got you laughing like you hit the gas pack. Show is crazy like you watching Mad Max. Every other podcast is mad whack. Off the Top podcast.